Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Action Creature. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Nanmu Studio Shadow Monarch, or as we all know it, the V-Rex from King Kong 2005. I am so happy to be reviewing this today because this is a figure I've been dying for such a long time. Uh, we had the I forget his name, Arctic Creations or Arctic Studio, whatever. We had his scam project with the V-Rex. I was lucky enough to actually get one, but you know what? The figure still sucked anyway. Um, but yeah, now we have this one from Nanmu Studio, and this thing is pretty cool. Uh, so let's go ahead and get into it and see if it's worth buying for you. I'm still going to be objective about this, even though I'm super excited. There is a couple things I want to mention to you guys. I mean, a few things like wrong with it a little bit. So we'll get into those. And yeah, let's start the review. Let's get a closer look at the details. So starting it off, we're going to get a real close look at the face here. Here we have his eye. The application isn't perfect. It's a little bit high on the eye there. You can kind of see it. I mean, it's a nitpick. You can see it's a little bit high, not completely centered on the eye, but that's not a big deal. I mean, especially when you have it this far away, right? You can barely notice. So bringing it up close again. Just look at all this sculpt and detail. They even got like the scars on the mouth there. The teeth are nicely done. They look all dirty and nasty, and I think they might even be a little bit translucent. Yeah, just a little bit. Not enough for like light to be shining through, I don't think. I mean, we could try. Yeah, look, they look a little translucent. So that's, oh yeah, you could definitely tell right there. So that's really cool. Um, all the scaling and bumps and bridges, just that really nice detail. You love to see it. We'll look at the other side of him real quick just to see. And yeah, more of the same, more scarring on the snout here. Nice bumps, nice like, I don't even know. It's like, I forget what you call it, like a wash in between all the scales. The eye looks a little better on this side. And yeah, all the scaling looks really nice. The inside of the mouth is pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, get a nice look at the inside of the mouth. The jaw is a little crooked, but I feel like that might be accurate. So this one can't really close his mouth all the way. So that's one thing. I don't know if this is supposed to be like that or not, but it looks cool either way. I mean, from the side right here, his mouth is mostly closed, and on this side, it's pretty much closed. It might be something to where you need to heat it up a little bit to get it to close all the way, but it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, with a little heat, you might be able to fix that. I'd have to go back and look at the actual pictures to see if it does close all the way. If it does, then yeah, a little heat should fix it, but that's just how mine came. I don't know if yours will come like that too. But yeah, so we'll move on to the bottom of the figure here. It's a nice tan with a darker wash. Looks really good. The arms here, they have a like kind of tannish plating on the forearms there. All the fingers are here this time. No missing fingers. Like last time when I got Arctic's version of the V-Rex. So that's good. Got all 6 fingers here. Very nice. And they are nicely painted too. I don't think the nails kind of look painted. Let's see. Can we get it to focus? Yeah. A little bit of black on them. But yeah, they look good. They still got some paint going on. It's a nice tan under the arms as well. They look good. Looking at the body here, more of the same. Really nice scaling with the tan wash in between the scales. Just nice shading all around. A little bit of a darker color on the top of the V-Rex here. I always love the alligator like scaling or crocodile that the V-Rex has. So that's really cool. And here we got the tail. Flares out just like in the movie. I love that. But yeah, nice striping going on at the tail here too. And more wash under the tail. Painted all the way around. Let's take a look at his feet here. He's got more of this tan plating. In the movie, I don't remember this being so pronounced. So maybe a little customizing might help really make the screen accurate, but still looks really good. Back of the legs here. Really nice detailing. Nice wash. Got the dew claw there. And yeah, this sculpt is amazing. Can't really ask for much more out of a V-Rex. This thing is truly, truly cool. Alright, so with the detail and sculpt out of the way, paint as well, let's go ahead and get into the accessories. So the V-Rex comes with one accessory here. It's just a little stand, and I will say it's like kind of loose, so you will have to tighten the screws that are on there, but because this figure is decently heavy. But the good thing is the leg joints are really tight, really tight, and you don't really need this stand anyways, and you can get this guy into all kinds of poses. So yeah, now that the accessories are out of the way, let's go ahead and do the articulation now. And I will show you guys how well this thing can stand. So let's do it. So before articulation, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a extreme pose you can get with this figure. Here he is, like just leaning super far forward, almost like a hunting or playful pose. This might be a she, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, sorry, I tipped it over there. But yeah, the feet are really nicely articulated to make it to where you can really stand this figure however you want, and it's pretty cool. Sorry, the tail keeps coming down, and that's one thing we'll get to, kind of throwing this pose off balance, but for the most part, it's holding it. Yeah, it's holding it decently. But yeah, this is just a really cool pose I wanted to show you guys. There we go. Now it should be no problem. But yeah, alright, let's go ahead and start the articulation. So for articulation, the head will look up that much, and this is with the body straight here. It'll go down that much, and that's really it. That's the extent of the up and down right there. I mean, you might be able to maybe heat it up and get some more out of it, but yeah, it looks like a little bit more, so it's looking more straight up right there. But yeah, you're really gonna have to crank on it. That's as far down as it'll go, so it's not gonna look straight down, unfortunately. So you'll have to work with the leg posing on that. But yeah, let's look at side to side here. So looking straight, we get that much turn to the left. Should be the same on the right. Yep. And you get a bunch of pivot and tilt out of it. So, okay head movement, not the best. You could probably mod this to be a lot better, but overall, not too bad. I think they definitely could have put some more into it, but it is what it is. Let's check out the arms. So the shoulders kind of just rotate around. They are on a ball joint in there, but the ball doesn't allow for a lot of movement. It's just kind of a rotation. This one, oh, okay, I was going to say this one has more motion, but no, I just popped it off. But yeah, so as you can see, it just kind of rotates. And then if you try to move it outward, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. If you try to move it outwards, it'll move out that much, but it'll just pop off. So yeah, not too much movement. This one's pretty stuck, but I assume that's just because it's at the max range already before it'll pop out. So for the arms, it's kind of weird. As you can see, the joint is right here on the outside, right? And it's not facing this way like you would think it would. So another weird thing too is it doesn't rotate here at this disc joint. The only rotation you'll get is out of the arm. So that leaves you with kind of weird articulation. So you can articulate the arms out to the side. And this kind of reminds you of that Carnotaurus scene in prehistoric Planet. It's just a little bizarre. I don't know. I wonder, like, did they mess up on that, or did they mean it to be this way? I'm not exactly sure. So far, head articulation lacking a little bit. Arm articulation, pretty weird. Let's go to the body. So the body will go up that much, down a good bit right there, and then it'll go side to side, okay amount, and it kind of rotates around too. You can get a little bit of twist at it, but not too much. So torso joint, pretty good for a dinosaur figure. Like, most of the time these joints are pretty sucky, but they did this one all right. This one's not bad. All right, so for the hips here, we got back, we got forward that much. I mean, you could probably go all the way around, but really no need to. For the knees, straightens out that much, and we'll go in that much. Pretty tight joint, so might need to loosen up a little bit. So for the ankles, I'm so happy that these are on a ball joint, because now you can, oh man, they're pretty tight. Let's move this other one. You might need to put some lube in these because they are pretty squeaky, but yeah, so they're on a ball joint, right? So you can see the ball joint right there. So they'll go up that much, back that much, and then you can rock them out to the side, bring them in a good bit. So I really like that. For the foot, I think it's on a ball joint too. Get decent rock out of it. So that's your side to side there. Not the most range ever, but it's okay for a dinosaur figure. That they don't go forward at all, but they do go down a good bit. And then you got some toe joints here. So all the toe joints will go downwards. They are pretty tight, so just be careful with these. But that's them going down all the way there from a neutral pose. You can see the other foot back there, so you can kind of compare it. And they'll go up an okay amount. So that foot is flat, and then this one has the slight bend with the toes all the way up. So wish there's a little bit more range on those toes there, but it's not too bad. It's just okay. But hey, you know, It's the only V-Rex figure, so I will take it. As for the tail, this is probably the worst articulated section here, and it's pretty unfortunate. I wish they just went with the bendy wire tail or just articulated this better because, you know, it's the only V-Rex we're probably going to get for a while. Damn, it looks like I cut myself on this figure. But yeah, only V-Rex we're going to get for a while. The tail is a little floppy. Yeah, a little bit floppy. It'll hold the pose if you kind of like really push it a bit. Maybe angle it out. And then it'll hold it for a bit, but if you shake it, it'll just fall. So that's unfortunate right there. But as for the range, I mean, there you go. There's the full turning range of it. You can probably push it a little bit more, but you're not getting any real curve out of this or anything. And there you go. It's also loose. So you have to tighten it up. Kiki's Fix It works good for that. Someone in one of my last videos commented about Kiki's Fix It, and yeah, I do have it, so I'll have to try it on this. But yeah, if y'all haven't heard about that, it's like one of the best way to fix loose joints. But yeah, so there's the range there. Moving the tail up, it'll go up that much, and we'll go down that much. So overall, pretty weak articulation on the tail there. That could have definitely been improved upon, but yeah, I don't know. They just, I guess they thought that was good enough. It is not, but you know what? It is the only V-Rex figure we have that's articulated. Besides the Arctic Scam, or if you want to 3D print yourself one. So for $80, you get a painted V-Rex from the 2005 King Kong. And for me, I think $80 is worth it if you're a really big fan of the movie. If you're not a huge fan, then maybe pass on it because it's not the best articulated figure ever. Some loose joints, some joints don't make sense, like the arms here. And, you know, crooked jaw. Weak head articulation as well. So there's a few negatives, but the paint is really nice. And yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, really nice paint. The paint job is like a freaking, I don't know, 9 out of 10. It's really good. The articulation though is like a 5 out of 10. There's room for improvement. Even though it's a dinosaur, I believe dinosaurs can be very well articulated. It just has not been done yet. We've had the Hammond collection. We've had some other dinosaur figures, and none of them really have like fantastic articulation to really get like some crazy poses out of them. So dinosaur figures still need work, unfortunately, but you know, like I was saying, this is probably the only V-Rex figure we're going to get. So you got to take it for what it is. And for me, $80 is well worth it. I have no idea when another V-Rex figure is going to be coming to us. So I will take this for sure. So let me stop yapping though, and let's do some size comparisons. So here we go. Up first here, we got the SH Monarch King Kong 2005. And I don't know. I think Kong is too small for this. Like not in like a crazy amount too small, but it's like cutting it pretty close. I think he needs to be a bit bigger. And if you're thinking, well, damn, we don't have a Kong that's a bit bigger. Nanmu Studio is also going to be doing a Kong. At least they showed one that they're working on, an articulated 2005 Kong. So we have that to look forward to. So if you're staring down the barrel of a King Kong on eBay, a Monster Arts King Kong, maybe just hold off till they show theirs. But yeah, so there's the size comparison there. It's not horrendous, but I think Kong needs to be a little bit bigger. But I think it'll work just on the shelf. You know, maybe you put Kong a little bit farther up, and then it looks good. But yeah, scale isn't too bad, but it's not perfect. Now let's see here. Here we have the V-Rex with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Yeah, so you can see this figure's not huge or anything. It's about, I don't even know what scale this would be for a dinosaur, but yeah, it's about the same size as a 1/12 figure. Definitely longer, you know, but close to that height. So there's Spider-Man. Here is the Bandai Godzilla. They look okay together. Bandai Godzilla is pretty small. And then we have the NECA Raphael. And last here we got the Mafex Spider-Man. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know if y'all think this figure's worth it. I'm thinking about just getting another one to keep it in the box just because, I mean, it's a freaking V-Rex figure and there's probably not going to be another one, so I wouldn't sit around and wait for this to sell out. Definitely pick it up while you can, for sure, if you do want this design, because like I've said many times, I don't see another company doing it unless the King Kong rights just magically get resolved sometime soon. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Is it worth it? Are you guys a big King Kong fan? Or are y'all big King Kong fans? Do y'all like the V-Rex? Let me know. But yeah, definitely do not sleep on this if you're a fan of the V-Rex. Do not sleep on this, because if one never comes along, you're going to really be kicking yourself. This is only $80 right now, so do not sleep on it. Get yourself a V-Rex if you've been wanting one, okay? But yeah, that's it for this video. Sorry I've been yapping for a while. Maybe repeating myself too, but I'm excited to get this figure. I've wanted a V-Rex for so long. Also, let me know in the comments if you want to see the review for the red V-Rex that they did. I got that one as well, so yeah, let me know if y'all want to see that, and that's how I'll know if you watch to the end of the video. So just let me know, red V-Rex review, yes or no. And that's it for this one. All right. Catch you on the next one. See ya.